touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Drake, and an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Power running by Zeke. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Prescott down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. It's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
We got 4. We got 5.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go!
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott airing it out for Hearns. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go.
Allen Hearns, 65 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second down, it's Drake. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Oh.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They are not going to score on us.
2nd and 10 now from the 20. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We touched down in your city.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a that'll be taken in the end zone.
Ryan,
and
you
no
should
run
just
back
seen
here.
the
This
play
will
I
be a
got.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh.
quarters.
Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points. And his first carry, he loses the football.
I've been trucking everybody and making them fumble.
I know you feel that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You still there, Ryan? Okay.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, an analysis from Orlando
you don't have to tell
of
me
this
about
first
that.
half
I don't
of
really wanna do all
action.
that.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll
Are
have
you
it
still here?
past midfield before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
Can't stop us, baby. Every time. It's a
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Tight down. There you go.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, you think you good?
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And Drake is in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end. It got his man complete.
Let's go.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Get up. Get
A
up.
big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The big Tank. Tank care of him with his sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on first down, Drake again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's Stills bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and goal, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I got you, boy.
Third and goal for Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew that. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Comment who's in chat.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Get conjoined.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with... And so a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong.
Yo.
Bus drivers are
Yo.
and you're taking your team to the right
You
places.
see how bad I'm
He's
beating
been
Miami?
pretty solid. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm good on defense. Holy crap.
On 1st and 10,
I'm cracked on
Fitzpatrick.
defense.
It's complete to Drake.
Sometimes.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I abuse my hit stick.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick.
See? I
blitz
kill him.
coming,
I
and down
kill
he
him
goes.
every time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Comfort.
6 sacks given up in this one.
Takes off.
Throwing Fitzpatrick.
Nope.
And he hits Drake.
No.
And he's got the
No.
first down yardage as he
You shouldn't
takes
get
it
that
down to
first
the
down. You don't deserve
49.
it. You're getting beat badly.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Drake, and an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big series right here.
Hey, watch Sam.
They'll run with Drake.
Here I come. Here I come.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz,